actually out for a ride. It's been well over a week. It's nice to actually make it out. I have brakes. I have new brakes. I have disc brakes front and back, and it was a fucking mission. The front was a nightmare. The back was straightforward. So the front would have been straightforward, except that that was the front brake locking up. I'm so not used to that. So many geese on the heath today. Yes, the front would have been straightforward, except that the spacers that I'd been sent to go underneath between the disc and the wheel were not all of the same length, and so unsurprisingly the disc was wonky. So instead of being parallel with the wheel, it was like that, and so the caliper was always moving. Once I figured out what was wrong, I managed to get it up and running and set up and working really quickly. It's just that it took forever to figure out what was wrong and why. So yeah, if you do order a front brake disc conversion, make sure that you check that the little metal spacers that it comes with are all the same length. And remember that a small difference here is magnified over the width of, well, the radius of the disc that you're using. So it might be a small, just, you know, a millimetre there will be 2 millimetres by the time you get to the radius, perhaps. So once I figured that out, it was easy to do. Well, it wasn't easy to do, it just worked. It was easy to make it work. It wasn't particularly difficult to do, there was a bit of fucking about. But it's all there on video. It's just really fucking long. When I upload those videos, I'm going to have to figure out, I've never done it before, figure out how to put chapters into videos. I'm guessing it's not going to be terribly difficult. They'll have designed it to be as easy as possible. So yeah, I'll put that in chapters so you can just cut into the bits of it that you want to see, and avoid all the boredom. Big queue at the ice cream van. I'm still not 100% sure how it gets there. I think it's through where that girl is just walking. I think if they get through there. Must remember that my horn, I haven't fixed my horn yet either. So it's like a one-shot. Well, I can use the horn many times, but the moment I do, I'm going to lose the motor. Still really busy at the park. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I'm guessing it's about 4:45, 10 to 5. Yep, 10 to 5. Still really lively. It's been a nice day. It was a shame that I had to spend most of it in the garage. This should have been done sort of a week ago, in sort of 2 days worth of work ago. But anyway, it's done, it's working, here I am. Yay. So, yes, step one, send it down the fucking great big hill. So I found the front brake will lock up fairly, well, not fairly easily, but it will lock up. Actually, it will lock up kind of easily if I'm careless with it. It's a lot... the brake lever and the braking is a lot more sensitive than I'm used to. With brake blocks, you just sort of jam it on and you immediately get that feedback of whereas with this it's a lot softer, so it's a lot easier to accidentally lock it up. Yeah, they're working quite nicely. I can hear a slight rattling sound coming from the front. I don't know if, having ridden for a while, if I'm going to need if I'm going to need to tighten up the bolts a bit more. And it's really wobbling around. I think the front tyre has popped out of the rim. I think that's what's going on, and so it's causing that to go on at the front, which is why if I talk I sound like this. Wow, it is really freaking busy here today. Holy shit. I wish I had more SD card to record more. But I probably only have about 40 minutes left on the SD card. It's still full of a couple of hours of fitting the front wheel, front disc brake. Let's go straight into Greenwich. Small dog. Do not squish the dog. Skirt, skirt. Where am I going? Alright. Thank you. Frustratingly, the Allen key that I need to adjust the front disc is 4mm, and I brought a 5. Cheers. And I brought a 5, which is setting up the rear mostly. It'll set up the calipers, but it won't set up the bolts for the disc. I want to check that the front disc is tight, that having actually ridden and been used, that it hasn't sort of loosened a little. I think that might be what's going on, because at present I don't actually have the infamous spacers fitted, because they don't fit. See, the access to the Cutty Sark is still shut. now, go around the other side. So yes, having about an hour ago, some guy drove past blasting, is it Irene Cara? Whoever did Maniac, Maniac, that one. I've got that going around on constant loop in my head right now. Wow, fire! That barbecue is definitely barbecuing. So this carousel isn't always here. I wonder how long it takes them to set it up and put it down. Well, nothing much going on here today, other than shitloads of tourists, which is cool. No massive cruise liner today. Low tide for the Thames. Beautiful day. Really good view down the river. Clear, really, really clear day. You can see the Shard quite clearly. Don't know how well that shows up on the camera. Couple of the river cruises and the river taxis loading up. Other than that, not much happening on the river itself. Oh, it's gorgeous out. It's so comfortable, really comfortable. There's a nice cool breeze and it's just really warm, but not overly so. Really nice. I was tempted to photobomb. It just felt dangerous because she couldn't see me come in. Let's just head back to the park. I'll take a look at the front desk and see if it feels like it needs tightening up. where's this dude going? I was not expecting him to randomly just stop. Oh, if you can't be asked to stay on the crossing, I don't have to stop and wait for you. Let this car go by. Or not. Come on, dude. Flipping heck, I shouldn't have waited. And that's what indicators are for. I should not have waited for them. Well, you live and learn. No good deed goes unpunished. Let's go through the easy gates.
Sammy and Emmett, this way, this path over here.
I'll find our usual stopping point up here in the shade, get out of the way and take a look at the front disc, and I'll let the front tyre down just a little bit. So like I say, I think it's popped out of the rim ever so slightly, and if I let it down a bit it should go back in. Okay. Oh, wandering off all over the place. Thank you. Tiny dog, come on tiny dog. Tiny dog. There we go. Right, this'll do. I'll pause here for a bit and take a look at the front. I'm not going to bother recording this. Back in a minute. Right, yep, it's up and running. How much time have I got left? Let me point at something dark so I can read it. 39 minutes it says. So I have 39 minutes of SD card time left, give or take. I had a quick look at the bolts on the front disc and they still feel good and tight. So I don't know why there's this slight sort of rattling sensation when braking, sort of sustained braking hard at the front. It might be that it is just it needs greater force to induce it, but ultimately they're nice and tight, so nothing's about to fall off. I let a little bit of a little bit of air out of the front tyre, so hopefully that'll stop some of the bouncing around a bit. I'm going to go down to the boating pond. Why not? Still bouncing around, but it might perhaps be to do with the rear wheels not being quite the same pressure, maybe. I know one of them is absolutely up to full pressure, but I don't know. Could be anything. It could be the front tyre, it could be the rears not being equal. Let's go on the glass. Anything coming? Oops. I hope you'll take the handbrake off. Hello. Big dog. Coming to say hello and see what was going on. Just came bounding towards me. Where his owner said, stop that. Let's chuck this over where I usually pause. Oh, over a bunch of twigs. Small branch. That's nice. Lively but not chaotic today. It was absolutely nuts the other day. It was hilarious. Still keep meaning to come down here, have a go on these. I'll have to arrange to meet some friends down here. There's no point going on your own, hey? That'd be a laugh. I know a few other people in the area that have C5s. Yeah, just get some mates to come down. Right. Let's go up this way. Went over something. Hopefully I went over something and didn't lose something. That would be bad. Let's hover here for a minute in the shade. Look at this, it's lovely, isn't it? It's just nice to see so many people out enjoying themselves. So far I'm fairly happy with the brakes. I'm a bit aware of the lack of the spaces in the front, and I don't know how much difference they do or don't make to its functionality or safety. So I'm favouring the rear brake at the moment, but it's working quite nicely. Definitely better than the original ones. Yeah. It is weird though, the sensation, obviously with the normal brake calipers and blocks, you just feel that resistance straight away. And then after you feel the resistance, it's then just the amount of force that you're then applying that varies how much it works, but you've got the resistance. With these, there's very little resistance at all. The back one more so, there's a bit more, it feels a bit more like a traditional brake. I am having this slight problem down here that this doesn't want to stay seated, and it'll pop out and then pop back in. That's going to obviously end up wearing away the plastic end eventually, and yeah, I'd just like to find some kind of way to resolve that. Maybe I'll take the cable out and put the original metal end back on perhaps, or something like that. If that stays put better. The cable sort of sheath itself feels thinner than the original ones, so that might be a bit of an issue.
Das heißt, der kann bisher nicht auf den Müller raus, sondern diese Ecke weiter. Hat kein Apparat, hat keinen Dingtracker. Er ist nur ein Vorgestern, direkt dadurch, dass die Kraft man kann es noch keiner erzählen,
Just trying to decide where to go. Whoop whoop, sound of the police. Every damned time.
I'm scared. I really want one.
Wow. Really? Blue light emergency in the park? Electric. I was really hoping they were going to go whoop whoop. Right, let's mosey on. I've sat here doing nothing. I'm enjoying myself, but it doesn't make for a good stream. I need to either pause the recording, or mosey on. And I think I'll mosey on. I don't know where to go. I'm going to go down there, left, across, back up the hill, and take it from there. I might stop at the crossroads here for a bit. Check out the scenery. The Royal Naval College, not Royal Naval College, Royal Observatory. That's really cool. Barely any clouds in the sky, you can just see sort of white wisps of, sort of very faint wisps of cloud. What a day. I'm going to pause the video just for a minute while I'm just sitting here and enjoying myself. Right, going to mosey on. I have 29 minutes of SD card left. Just sat here and enjoyed being in the sun in the park for 5-10 minutes. I shall head back up the hill through the park and start and around, I guess. Helps if I turn it back on. Hello. Hello.
She's a bit freaked out.
Hello there. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Hello there. And so begins the effort. Squirrel, don't know if you can see him running across the road. It's so nice not having the rear brake dragging all the time. Right, where are these lads going? Well, it's certainly really busy and lively up here today. Cool, blimey. I don't think I'm going to go any closer to the edge today. I'll so be in the way, not be able to get through easily enough. So I'm afraid that is as good a view as you get today. You can see the statue, you can just about see the city. Canary Wharf over the other side. Just about make it out in the distance. Busy as ever. I don't think I'm going to wait here for terribly long. Move on. Let's mosey on. Oh, it's still bouncing around. I'll check the rear tyre pressure. The driven tyre, the left-hand one, that one is an unknown quantity. The front and the rear right obviously both been inflated recently. And see if it's a mismatch between the two rears or if it's the front one popping off the rim or something like that. So there's a slight noise coming from the rear, but it sounds, there is, it could be, there's the cable or cable ties rattling around in there. There's two police officers over there, definitely walking with a purpose. I don't know if they're the guys that we saw in the car doing the old, well, blues and twos. They went blues but no twos. I wonder if there's been some trouble. That would be very out of the ordinary for here. Cool longboard. I've never had a go on a longboard. I've been on the sort of classic 70s shortboards, and I don't mean like the, you know, the crappy dollar store pound shop skateboards. They're a proper GNS 5 Flex, ACS 651s, Kryptonics, the whole 9 yards. And the classic sort of 70s setup. And I always had the next generation, mine with the sort of 80s, big fat wide, Bones Brigade era. Did I ever get a Hosoi? I did get a Hosoi deck. Class Grab, 2 of those. Was it 2? Magnuson, that was a nice deck. My first one was a Zorlak deck that had my friend do artwork on it. It was freaking awesome. He was really good at art, really good at painting. I would have been 16, I think, in just the beginning of my 6th form. So I got him to paint up the top of the deck, and then I put clear grip tape on it. So after that one, I did it with every single deck that I did the same. Instead of just doing some grip tape here and there and leaving the centre of the logo or whatever, I would use clear grip tape, put stickers over it if it needed any, and then clear grip tape the whole thing. Yeah, it looked funky. Let's head into the standard. This dude knows what he's doing. Hey.
You start there.
How you doing? You alright?
What's happening?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, and you too. You enjoying the sun?
Yeah, man. It's
Excellent.
lovely. How you been?
All right. I've been off the road for a couple of weeks. I've changed it to disc brakes.
Oh,
So it makes a huge difference. Really huge difference.
Better, yeah?
Yeah, it really is. Been a bit of a mission because a couple of the parts were wrong, but other than that, it was easy enough to do.
You did it all yourself and got it going. Wow.
Yeah, there's a guy that sells a kit to do it front and back. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Wow.
How have you guys been?
Good, you know.
Yeah.
Just been here, man. Just working. Weather's nice, right?
Yeah.
Normally it's a quiet period, but I haven't got here as much as I wanted to.
Okay.
So I've spent most of the day down.
Excellent.
So
that's nice.
I've caught up, you know.
Yeah.
I've had enough drugs now.
Exactly. A bit of fresh air and copium.
The opium of life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it, man. Yeah. But it's good.
Excellent.
Good,
that's really cool.
Good, man.
Cheers, man.
And how are you health-wise? Everything feeling good?
Yeah, actually, generally I got my ass back to karate last week, in the last week. I haven't been in years and years and years.
Doing martial arts,
Yeah.
that's good.
So I got to, I'm second brown.
Oh,
So I was literally last grading before my black belt.
Yeah.
And so I decided, that's it, get my ass in gear, get back to it. My mentality being, I need to get fit, I'll get my ass in shape, I'll get to the gym, get fit and go back. And I'm never finding time to go back to the gym or feeling like it's the right time to go back. So you know what, I'll just go back to karate and I'll get fit there. I'll be crap at it for a while. Apologise to the guys, I'm sorry I'm holding you back, but...
That is the thing.
Just do it.
Sometimes you need to, just get in it and just do it. Because I think you just got to go back and just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I always loved it. I did a style of karate called Kyokushin. And so it's full contact. So it's bare knuckle, full contact fighting.
That's a bit hardcore.
So I did want to do another competition before I get too old to do it, if you see what I mean, and do another tournament. And so it's knockdown fighting. You win by knocking your opponent down, knocking each other out, whichever, you know, well, not each other, one of you. Hello there.
What the hell? Kyokushin.
Kyokushin, Kyokushin. So it's like a sort of forerunner. It's very similar to like Muay Thai, Thai boxing. They're closely related.
Do they have an outfit, or is it just
a traditional karate dogi?
Okay, so it's a bit nicer. I'm glad. I find when you got the uniform, it keeps that discipline still. That nice.
I see.
Sometimes some of these MMA stuff, it's a bit too rowdy.
I know. I see what you mean.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Because martial arts always had a nice thing about it. You could kick the crap out of each other, but there was this respect for each other.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing.
I suspect that at a club level and at the sort of amateur level, MMA is probably just as respectful because you've all trained and worked hard. And, and it's only once you get up to TV, exactly. And once you get up to TV, you get that sort of toxic, sort of, the bravado.
Your mum is this and your mum is
exactly.
that.
That's why I prefer watching women's fights. There's less of the bullshit, you know. And they just get down to
Get
it.
down to it.
Mostly.
Yeah.
And but the quality fighting is just as good.
The techniques, I find with the women, their technique is a bit more, guys go with power and stuff. But I find with some of the women, you see a lot more, how can I say, a bit more technique and, you know, you're not, the things you practice coming into play.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because I used to do a martial art called Katida.
Okay.
That was banned many years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in the 80s.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's worse things out there now. But, yeah.
Oh, that's
I miss
awesome.
it, so I'm
How long did
thinking
you
of
do
getting
that
back
for?
into that. Oh, a few years.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. And there's a lot to do with, you know, building up your you know, your inner strength and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You used to be sitting down like
Oh
this,
my God, okay, yeah.
with the bricks like that until the guy told you, you're okay, you're all right.
Okay,
And then all
yeah,
that
my God,
business,
yeah.
a metal plate going like that,
Yeah.
all that kind of madness. But I don't,
Did that have its roots in Kung Fu or that?
Yeah, I think it was in Kung Fu that
Right.
it originated from, yeah. But yeah, it's mental.
Awesome. That's it, you have fun doing it. I mean, I think most of us are probably the same. You watch Bruce Lee movies coming up and want to jump around, and isn't it?
And Kung Fu, the program.
Yeah, oh God, yes. Oh my
waiting
God.
for that Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, David
for that to come
Carradine.
on, yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
so influential.
Yeah,
So
it really
influential.
was,
I
wasn't
mean,
it, for us?
yeah, you had
Yeah.
Jackie Chan as well, who's
Yeah.
just a god, an absolute god.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh mate, I tell you what, a lovely day.
Yeah.
But I tell you what I saw. I went to a 70s, 80s disco.
Oh, really?
And this guy had, it's in a Rivalry, fantastic
Oh,
night.
fantastic.
And this guy had a $60 million man.
Oh, brilliant.
remember?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah, the
that
Bionic
program?
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I love
Bionic
it.
Man.
Yeah, Steve Austin.
Wow, Steve
Austin, yeah. Oh, I love that.
took me back.
Yeah, awesome.
Straight away.
That's so cool. Oh, how are you finding you getting on with your new wheels? I remember you said you changed them recently.
I got to change these.
Are you changing back?
I've been going up and down them hills, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, it's just shredded them.
Oh,
Look how
wow,
small.
okay.
These are meant to be 80mm. They're
Oh
around
my
70.
gosh, yeah.
They're really worn down. So I've got to go and get some new ones. Gonna try and catch the decathlon
Okay, yeah.
in the next hour because they shut at 8. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll move over to the one in Surrey Keys. Just
Oh, brilliant.
get down there, get some new ones.
So are they were a lot softer, weren't they?
Yeah. These are alright though. They
Yeah.
were nice because you don't feel the bumps so much. So when you're
Yeah.
skating on the road, it's not too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When I got a set of, I think there might have been 93s or something on my skateboard back in the day. They're like a really expensive luxury.
Yeah.
They feel really nice to ride on,
Yeah.
and they, as you say, they take a lot of the bumps out.
Yeah.
But you know, a couple of slides later, and they're just
They're
gone.
shredded,
Yeah, they really, they're an
Yeah.
expensive luxury.
Telling you. Because that's the thing I'm working at. I'm spending something like, if I do the hills, it's like a month and the wheels are gone.
Oh wow.
So that's
okay.
like 60, 70 quid a month.
Yeah, right.
Might
Yeah, of
not
course, you
seem
got twice
like
as many
so
wheels to
much,
get
but
through as I
yeah.
did. Yeah.
But I just
Damn,
can't resist
it adds up, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does.
Hey man, how you doing? You all right?
Nice car
Good
you
to
have.
see you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's wicked. Oh, man.
Much
So-
difference between rollerblades with 3 wheels and 4
Yeah,
wheels?
these you don't feel the bumps with these.
Oh really?
You can go over the bumps just smooth.
Oh, okay.
Even he can literally go down the hill on the grass with no problem.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
I will screw my bearings.
Yeah. But
How much of
generally-
that is to do with the diameter and how much of it is to do with the number of wheels? Is it the diameter?
supposed
or-
to- Diameter.
For example, for
Right.
me, it's supposed this is the right side of the diameter, the 1 and 10.
Okay.
But my previous roller skate was the biggest, the 1 and 25.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
And I get
That's
used
huge.
to it, and pro skaters say to me, "No, that's too big for you. For you are short." And
Okay.
everything I say, "Dude, I can do everything. I get used to it."
Yeah, right.
It's a lot more speed.
Okay.
Yes, but when you are uphill, it's more effort.
Okay,
With
right.
Wheels, 4 wheels and short wheels.
Okay.
Uphill is less effort.
Oh, okay.
And also when you downhill, it's more control.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is really good for crossing.
Right.
Crossing.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
To be also sliding because you have more.
Okay, yeah.
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 For sliding is better, and for speed, crossing.
Okay.
But for control is better.
Ah, okay, the 4 wheels. All right. I didn't know that. Thanks. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice one. Well, it's a fantastic day to be
Yeah,
out.
man.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. I'm going to
Have a nice
mosey
day.
on. Yeah. Cheers. See you soon.
Yeah, see you
So
soon,
long.
man.
See you. Let's go.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to check. It sounds like something is rubbing against the rear tyre or something. I'm going to pause the video, BRB. Okay, yes, figured it out. It was no big deal. It was one of the cable ties I put on. There was one of the very thin ones. I hadn't pulled it completely tight yet. And it was just gently rubbing against the tyre. So yeah, that was what was making the noise. There we go, no noise. Lovely. Hello. Thank you. I don't want to... Oops. It's all right, go ahead. There you go. Hello. Yeah, it's going to take some practice getting used to the front brake to find the sort of best amount of force for actual braking instead of just locking up the tyre. So obviously once the tyre is locked, you've broken friction and you get less actual braking power. Right. Beep beep. Okay. Whoa. Has that? Yes, it has. So I need to adjust the right grip a little. If that's now setting off the horn on full lock. And yes, it did trip the motor cutout. Gorgeous dog. Is that Japanese Spitz? I'm just going to pause and send a message to someone. BRB. Okay, right, let's mosey on. Just maybe arrange to meet a Twitch streamer at the pond. Just heard my phone ding a minute ago, so I'll pause and check that when I'm somewhere safer. Someone up the left, the Jamaican flag out of the window, playing music nice and loud. Gosh, I hope they're okay. Right, this is going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen it this busy coming from the other way. Beep beep. Cheers, man. Hello there, how are you? So when I'm down the side road on the right hand side, I'll pause and check my messages. Do 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 do. I don't know how visible my indicators are to drivers. Right, let's pull in here a sec. Back in a minute.